Um, so hi YouTubers, this is the tutorial Constrcut tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple game. So first, you'll need to do a title background as sprite as the background. So first you'll need to do, I'm just going to use the sprite as the background since my background isn't tiled. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Duh. Uh. So I was making. Yeah. You might see that. Pretty. Where was it? Where was it? Wind Waker, Super Mario. Picture 2. What is that? Oh. Oh! Okay, I'll use that as background. I use this as my gigantic background. I never use this as my background, but I also use the traditional Mario background in any of my Mario games. You might want to delete that text unless you want the players to think like, oh, unless you want the players to think, you might want to shorten that, unless you want the players to think that's like, oh, seriously, it's the cheesiest game ever. I am a cheesy game maker, but you start by, alright, once you have your background, you start making the invisible platform. You just exit out, basically. Then you make this background secret platform so they can't see. Don't use a black line, that's just cheesy. Use an invisible platform so they can't see it. Like a clear one. And then you stretch it out, and then you click on behaviors. You code a solid, and so the player can jump on it. Then after that, you're going to make another sprite, not your background sprite. You're going to make another one. It doesn't matter what size you select before you make it, because you can always change the size. I was gonna use my traditional, it's my traditional Mario. I love it. I use it in all of my games. Well, not all of them, at least all of my Mario games. I did. So you can make him 8 direction. You can make him 8 direction or platform. In this game, I'm gonna do him platform. So he doesn't. And then after you made that, you can make a few obstacles with the solids. And to make buttons, you're going to do, of course, button. Here's the basics. This list all of the basics. And then something random. Well, something that you want. Like what I'm writing. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the hugest button ever. Look at this button. Look at this button. So that's a really random button. So you have to size the button to fit your layout. I don't know how to size your layout. I'm just a beginner. I'm just a beginner at Constrcut, I promise. Don't use my skills to ruin my games. Just please don't. So you have that button, then you go to oh my gosh. It's confusing because I have this other game I was gonna make open. So you click on button, next. If it's a checkbox button, you do is checked. I'll show you how to do that later in the video. And then you do system, and then you do go to layout. I forgot where that was. And then you just select a random layout. Let's say it's layout 1. Go to done, which is basically resetting the layout without, but you can choose the layout of that. And then here's the part where it gets to the checkbox that I was telling you about. You do button, you do the same thing. I'm gonna do this even more random. You convert that into a checkbox. Wait, then you change this to a checkbox. And so, I never used a checkbox before, but I know how you use one. Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Wrong layout. And so you go to button 2, which is actually a checkbox. They should change it. If you recommend labeling everything, I don't do that. Just for your information, sometimes I do it. If you're one of those persons who labels everything, I suggest you label it checkbox. And that's done for today. And what you do at the end of it, you go to save. I'm not going to save it because this is just an example video. You go to save, then close it. It won't show up this. It will show up something like by Constrcut 2. And then you wait for 3 seconds, and then or keep beta version. Don't say. Yeah, here's what I'm talking about. And then you do that. Oh, that's my last video, so bye everybody.